zero experience, or no education. Those are the top three that people talk to me about. And every single one of those is just not true. You can get in this field in spite of your age. And the one thing I want to talk to you about today is a person that I personally know who did not enter the paralegal field until he or she, I don't want to get into who they are, he or she, and I don't discuss what law firm or type of law they do. Um, this person was 63-ish and is now 75 and has worked in the field for 11 and a half to 12 years. Yeah, amazing, right? So that takes that right out of the argument. It's not a barrier. It's what you know. And it doesn't mean education. You see, lack of education or lack of experience doesn't stop you either. It just doesn't stop you. You have to be able to explain to the attorney what you know how to do. And that means when you apply to a personal injury attorney, you have to go look up personal injury paralegal on Google and search from that angle. Not from what does an attorney do in that field, but what does a paralegal do in that particular area of law. Don't send your resume and cover letter out without doing that, and then you don't get any callbacks and you wonder why. That's why, because they know they can't train you. Even if it says it in their ad, they will not. They'll spend a week or two and then they'll be done because they don't have time. So the more you learn, oh my gosh, the better off you'll be, and you will be able to convince them that you know how to work in that particular area or areas of law. Some attorneys will specialize in, gosh, 2 or 3 areas in their maybe small law firm. So that's very important to realize that what your mindset is at this point. What is your mindset? Are you putting up barriers? Because then you don't have to do this. Nobody's making you do this, but don't put up non-existent barriers. You will hear from other people, oh, you must have experience to get in this. Every paralegal, every legal secretary, every legal receptionist that enters this field has zero experience. Most people don't get in because they've worked as an intern. Most people don't ever get to work as an intern. Those are far and few between opportunities. So what is your reasoning behind that? Because you're looking at ads that are requesting, they're saying required 3 to 5 to 7 years experience. You don't apply to those jobs. That would be ludicrous. They are requiring that amount of experience, but other ads don't quite say that, you see. And you have to be able to prove to the attorney that you know what you're doing. Some of the things you may be saying to yourself, and a lot of that mindset, that negative mindset, that mindset that says, I've never been able to, or my age is going to be a factor, that comes from negativity of the past, and it's not based in reality concerning this career. I promise you. So some of the negativity that we say to ourselves and negative self-talk is, I'm always distracted. I just can't focus. I never went after my dream because, just looking at my notes, I've never been good at, and you may say that about computers. What I would do is stop that. That's a mindset shift you have to make. And those little stories we're telling each other, we're telling ourselves all day long, can be quite bogus, can be full of errors and untruths. So now's the time to make the shift and say, up until today, I was like that. Up until today, I was distracted. But today is a turning point. Up until today, the free chapter